Yo, so chapter 1002 of One Piece did not disappoint at all. So I gotta lead right in with this. When this gets animated, boy, are we in for a treat. And then anime onlys, bless their hearts, because they're not gonna know what to do with themselves. I mean, from chapter 1000 all the way to chapter 1002, it's gonna be 3 episodes just back to back to back gas. And I don't think it's gonna let up at all. So I just wanted to get my brief thoughts out there real quick. Sunday, that's when the official will actually be out. So I'll go in-depth analysis on certain things that I'm waiting for the official on, such as the willpower bit that Luffy said. He says guts. I hope that that's translated into hockey or willpower, because I think that Luffy was blocking that with Rio, because as in Gear 4th, Armament Hockey is all over his body, and him being able to control the flow, I think him using it as a defensive shield would show his hockey mastery and his hockey efficiency as well. So I'm just waiting on that to be cleared up. The stuff with Odin, with Odin's will, I'm waiting for that to be cleared up as well, because I look at that, and if that's the way that destiny is going to be tackled in One Piece, and if inheriting one's will, if that is able to go in the realms of hockey as well, with like Conqueror's Hockey, Armament Hockey, I kind of want to wait to see what the official is before I give my thoughts on that. But anyways, let's just talk about the chapter. This is straightforward. It's still fighting. We're being treated. We're being treated right now. It's still fighting all throughout the entire chapter, and there are a couple of things that I want to highlight. Kid seems to have faded in the background to me, completely. It bothered me last chapter with the whole physical attack thing, and I'm just not seeing past that. But I'll hold that for a little bit. But Kid is just disappointing me. I'll hold that for later. Anyhow, Zoro looking mad impressive, has the best feet that we've seen thus far in the series, or thus far in Wano. I'm sorry, and Wano. You got what Odin did to Kaido, and then I would say what Luffy did to Kaido, but this right here, this destroying or slicing the horn, and that horn is massive. The horn is massive. So I've been saying this as well. I'm on record of saying, as the island moves towards the flower capital, because of all of these different abilities between these top tiers, the island is gradually going to be destroyed as we travel. And then, you'll have that bit, they'll be up in the sky fighting for maybe the end of it, right? And that's when the Wano people, Nani, gonna be looking up in the sky, so on and so forth. So with that being said, for Zoro to have the first real feat of damaging the island as it's moving, I'm loving it. And I remember talking to Eric, and Eric asked me, yo, so do you think one of Zoro's attacks is stronger than all 4 of the scabbards that use the Tatsuka Paradise, like Odin did? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. To see Zoro do it with one attack, right? With one sword. Kaido wants to move out of the way, Big Mom warns him, so on and so forth. You interpret it however you will. The way that I look at that is that was an attack that Kaido could not afford to take. Not in the sense that he would die, but in the sense that it would hurt him severely. So I look at this as this in the same vein that I look at Whitebeard. So Whitebeard had to get, it was a cumulative damage. it was damage on top of damage. That same thing is going to happen to Kaido as well. Kaido is going to have to take multiple attacks like that Zoro one, right? Now, Luffy we all know this, Luffy is capable of outputting as much damage as that attack would have probably gave to Kaido as well, right? But the thing is that these attacks are going to start hitting, and Zoro may get one in, Luffy may get like 3 of them in, Kid may get one in, Killer, Law, so on and so forth. So I think what we have to pay attention to in this is that Zoro was about to deliver one of those attacks to Kaido, and I don't know if that would have reopened the scar. We don't have to get into that. What I want to focus on is that it's going to take several of those types of attacks for Kaido to be defeated, for Kaido to die. And Zoro was about to launch one of them at him, and he will hit multiple of them. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Zoro was looking mad impressive. Killer is looking impressive as well, actually damaging Kaido. Now with Kid, okay, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I'm not saying that Kid is incapable of damaging Kaido at all, but I think that Kid's slamming in his physical attacks, they're not as effective right now, while Kaido does not have a cumulative damage built up. As he sustains attacks such as the one that Zoro was about to hit him with, more attacks as the fight goes on, then Kid will start to be more effective. But right now, I'm sorry, he's not doing nothing for me. He's not doing nothing for me. Y'all take that as you will, but this dude needs to call up Vince McMahon, and he needs to tell him that he wants to come try out, because that's where he's gonna get his bread and butter over there, because it's not right here. His vice captain is looking more impressive than him as far as I'm concerned, but I'm gonna save that for a video in the future. So right now, me and Brago made a bet, and that bet is who's going to put out more videos in between now and Friday the 5th of February. That's next week. So we got a bet to see how many videos are gonna go up in between this in that time span. But anyways, I digress. Big Mom launches attacks at everyone. She launches a Heavenly Dominion. Now, this was mad impressive. I'm loving this. I'm loving the lightning. And it seems as if Kid and Luffy are not affected by this lightning. Now, hopefully this lightning does something now. And I've said this about Kid, right? So maybe Kid is not able to damage Kaido or Big Mom with Rio. But maybe because his Devil Fruit is so impressive that it supplements for the Rio, right? I have been a Kid apologist. I have said that Kid was going to be the one to kill Kaido before I initially jumped on board with Zoro killing Kaido, right? Before I made up my mind. I've made up my mind in that sense that Zoro was going to do it. But I once said that Kid did, or Kid would, because I had such high hopes for Kid. Now, if Kid's Devil Fruit becomes more powerful or more effective because of Big Mom's lightning, and that is going to be the case moving forward, so Big Mom is no longer going to use the lightning, I would love that. Or if Nami inserts herself into the fight later on, once the people down below are defeated, and if Nami is there like boosting everybody or boosting Kid, that would be dope. But Kid and Luffy are not affected by Big Mom's lightning, and everyone else seems to have been hit by it. Zoro, Killer, and Law may do some type of counter shock. I don't think that this is like knocking them out of the fight, but I do think that is pretty impressive, and I'm waiting to see something from Kid. I'm just saying right now, I'm calling it as I see it. He does not look that impressive. I do not like the fact that he says, oh, you can damage him with physical attacks. Like, dude, all of your attacks are physical. Come on, kid. But hopefully seeing kids' powers combined with ornament hockey, hopefully that does something different. I mean, look at what happens to Luffy when he does it. He has all different types of abilities. He's able to fly, vulcanization, so on and so forth, blase, blase, blah. The chapter ends with Luffy doing a Gatling. So hopefully within the next couple of chapters, I don't know if the act is going to end, right? So right now, Act 1 is 15 chapters, Act 2 is 30. Right now, Act 3 is 44 with chapter 1002. With 1003, it'll be 45, and I think that that's where we'll end it. In the act, Orochi, CP0, so on and so forth, blah 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 blah. Intermission chapters, but that's that's just what I'm speculating. We'll see next week. So maybe next week we'll leave from the roof, because it has been about 3 chapters up here. We'll leave from the roof and we'll see what else everyone else is doing. See how those matchups are playing out, maybe how they or see what happens with the scabbards. But I just wanted to get those thoughts out. I'm gonna have some videos dropping tomorrow, later on in the weekend, so I hope you guys stay tuned and watch those. But I am out of here. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. I have nothing. Whoa. Nah, I'm good. That's it. I'll holler at you guys. Peace out. Deuces.